Hello, 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 and happy Monday to all of my amazing Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Aries, let's get into it. The moon is at I want to say 87% now. So it's still pretty illuminated. It's not fully illuminated, but it's pretty illuminated. So there's still areas of your life that you look back over and you say, you know what? Kudos to me. Because you need to pat yourselves on the back. Kudos to me that I have really worked hard to be where I am today, right? And you also may look at your life and say, I may not be where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be, right? So there's some things that you had to give up in order to be the person that you are today, to have this perfect balance. And guess what? It's getting better and better and better for you. You are actually creating the life that you spoke into existence. So there are going to be some people that you had to leave behind. This is what I'm getting as I'm, shuffling the cards. So let's get right into your reading, okay? Let's go. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Aries as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions and spirituality, and where they need to take action. I am talking to my strong leaders who have amazing self-confidence, positive energy, brave, creative, honest, passionate, optimistic, enthusiastic, confident, determined, courageous Rams. I'm talking to you, Aries, gods and goddesses. See, the old you, this is where people sometimes get things twisted, because the you today is not the you they used to be, right? You're a fire sign. So everybody has faith in them and everybody has fear in them, right? It's what are you going to control? Everybody has God in them and everybody has the devil. We're talking about energy in them, right? The person that you used to be may have been a person who would cuss somebody out, who would completely be ready to go from 0 to 1,000 on somebody, knock their lights out. But today, the person is like, you know what? I know who I used to be and I know I still have it in me, but I've worked too hard to be where I am. I've created this life for me, right? I'm creating my soul tribe of people who are high vibrational energy. I'm creating opportunities for the energy so that I can hold space for the energy of money. I am creating the life that I want, and however I create this life, right? So the old you could have been contaminated by family members who were wild and violent and just out of their mind, didn't care whose life they were ruining. You could have been surrounded by friends who were the same way or whatever, who could have influenced who you were back then. But who are you right now? Again, you may not be where you want to be. When you look around you, you may not have the house, the cars, the money, and all of that other. So you may have to work 2-3 jobs or whatever, but you're not where you used to be. That's what you want to celebrate. I see your business is doing extremely well. We have the King of Wands. We also have the Ace of Cups. The fact that you are just recognizing that you have the power to control. This is the beautiful thing. I think a lot of times people forget, especially when it comes to religion, that God gave us free will. You have the power to control and to create. You are a creator. You are a God, right? I see your energy being completely balanced out. I'm seeing people looking at you now saying, wow, Aries is really a sweetheart. They're also a lie detector test, so that's not a person you want to go lie to. This is attached to Cancer. Some of you all may have Cancer in your chart, Aries. They're lie detector test. Before you go talk to them, you make sure you got the whole truth. Don't be coming up then with some partial truth. See, the old you, the new you would have said, excuse me, what was that? If a person came to you with a lie, right? The partial truth, by lying by commission or omission, right? The old you may say something like, bitch, what the fuck did you just say to me? That may be the old you, right? Even if you didn't say it, you may have been thinking it. Or you may want to just haul off and slap somebody or cuss them out or go off or whatever. But not you're the you today. You have worked too hard. Or you may, because remember your energy is directed outward, right? Or you may have bust out in tears back then. But today you're a lot more polished. It's not phony. It's the fact that you have learned that, hey, hold on. I am blocking my own blessings by my behavior, by my actions. Remember, divine masculine energy is directed outward. It's action oriented, right? I may have blocked my own blessings by my actions, right? Did I continue staying in a relationship with a man or woman where now my kids resent me. It was an action, right? Did I stay in a marriage to a man or woman where my family hates me because they saw me hurting and I wouldn't leave? It's time to get really, really real with accepting all sides of yourself and say, you know what? It's time for a change for better. I have the power to create the life that I want. But I'm seeing a lot of people looking at you like, wow, look at Aries. You may even have some people from your past that said, you know what? Oh my God, I was nervous for that person when they said something to you, when they said what they said to you, or they did what they did. I was really nervous. I was praying, God, please get that person out of Aries' face because they're going to go off on them. But the way you handled it, oh my God, Aries, look at you. I just learned something new. You have too much influence as the first sign in the Zodiac, being as bold and courageous and being strong leaders and all of that, for you to go back to the person that you were. Every now and then, it needs to rear its ugly head so that people will know. Don't you ever get it twisted. I have come very far, but you about to bring out my alter ego. You're about to, especially if you're in a position, Aries, where you can't just exit stage left quickly, right? So, but remember, it took a lot of work. It took a lot of time of being by yourself like this, almost feeling hopeless. Like, okay, I need some changes. Then all of a sudden you may have heard a video, or you may have watched a video, or you may have gone to church or been somewhere and heard some kind of spiritual teachings, whether it was church, whether it was online spiritual teacher. You could have come in contact with somebody who had a spiritual title or whatever the case may be, and you heard something about your other option. Look how you look at your highest frequency, Aries. You all are strong leaders. You have amazing self-confidence. You have positive energy. You are brave. Look at you, the first person doing X, Y, and Z. Then you start to say to yourself, wait a second. I don't need to be in this space right here of feeling down and sad and hopeless. I just need to cut some of my family members off. I need to just get rid of some of them. First, you may have felt sad, but then eventually you started feeling better. You started feeling much better. Not only that, you got that sword in hand at rest position, and now you're saying, now I have the power to start severing ties with things that don't serve my highest purpose. Love it, love it, love it. But you also had to go into hermit mode to do some soul searching. So yes, you had to go into hermit mode to do some soul searching and decide, what do I want my life to look like? I had to give up some things. Some of you all had to give up some friends, some family, some exes who are now exes, ex-friends, ex-family, ex-lovers, the whole 9 yards moving forward. But what are you gaining on the other side? I see your business is doing well. I see that you preserved your big giving heart. Why? Because you learned how to nurture yourself. I love, love, love this. And you're a lot more protective of your energy. You're not guarded. You're still very friendly, still outgoing, still high vibrational Aries. But guess what? You're very careful about who you allow in your life, because again, if that alter ego needs to come out, it's because you're controlling it, right? You're like in a situation where, you know what, you need that person to come out to let people know, hey, especially if your back is up against the wall, like if you get robbed or somebody has a threatening you, or they, kidnapped or something like that. Maybe that person needs to come out, right? Because you're not going to be all gemstones and crystals and hello and namaste and all of that other stuff. That other one may need to come out so that you can fight your way out of a situation, right? So yes, but now you're controlling. So you're controlling that part of yourself because you work very hard to be at your highest frequency, your highest vibration. I'm going to take it a step further too. Your intuition is becoming so heightened, in fact. And again, you're making room for things coming your way. Because I see some of you all getting married. Like if you're already currently in a romantic relationship and it's healthy, because that's the key word here, healthy, then it's about to get better. Because I'm going to tell you how all of this works. It's just balancing out your own energy. Because you're in harmony with yourselves. But it's going to be so good, in fact, to protect this gigantic giving heart of yours, that you can be talking to a person on the phone and they could trigger something and the trigger is not a trigger where it'll cause you to vibrate low. It could trigger a memory, right? But the memory is not going to cause you to vibrate low, because remember, you've worked very hard to be where you are today. You can talk to somebody from your past that didn't do anything to you from the past, but because they're still connected to people from your past that did do something to you, you'll say, oh yeah, I need to go ahead and block this person too. Again, not out of anger, not out of frustration, not out of anything, but because just a mere mention. Like, let's say you talk to that person, they never did anything to you, but they're still connected to people from the past, and their heart may be really pure towards you. But because you're not holding space for anything that was attached to your hurt in the past, that person, because they're still connected to some of those people, they have to get lumped in that same category. Like, you know what? Because it's too, like I said, you worked too hard to get where you are. So there was still, you remember how deep those wounds were, right? So you may have to block them or cut them off too, because just a mere mention, some of those people from your past are asking about you. They want to know, has anybody talked to Aries in a while? And this one person who didn't do anything to you and their heart is very sincere and pure, because they talked to you or because they saw you in the street or talked to you over the phone or whatever, they have information to go back, not intentionally to hurt you, but they had the information to go back. So again, if you give none of them any access, you remove that from your space. Now you have room to receive the life that you spoke into existence. I'm saying financial independence. That's why I need you all to stay focused. Stay focused. Don't hold energy. Don't hold space for hurt, for anger, for frustration, for disappointment. Don't hold energy for none of that. That's going to trigger that energy to come back out, that the other side of you to come back out. Okay. I see a lot of you all celebrating in front of your house, whether it is a new house, a new property, whether you're refinancing your house or whatever. But don't hold space for things don't hold space for this. I'm glad this card came out in the spread. Don't hold space for fear. Things that's going to take you back to that place where you could come out and say, oh my God, you know what? I worked too hard. I can't believe I let this person trigger me to go and cussing them out and going off in the whole 9 yards, because I wanted to hold on to that part of myself in case I was in an emergency situation and I needed to bring this energy out. You want to remain at your highest at all times. You want to have clarity of thought at all times, no matter what the situation is, right? So I'm seeing a major rebirth for a lot of you all. I'm telling you, a lot of you all are going through, like, the fear that you once had is dead. I'm serious. The fear. So if you need to bring out whatever your alter ego is, you are intentionally bringing that out, right? But again, I see you all severing ties with everything that could trigger any kind of emotion, any kind of low vibration emotion or not, whether the person intentionally hurt you or they unintentionally hurt you. You're just like, no, I've worked too hard to get where I am. So I'm also seeing the Midas touch. This is what you all are making more room for. You're making more room for your financial independence. You don't want to be connected to those people. I don't care what their titles and positions are. I don't care how prestigious they are. If they somehow, to some degree, are connected to your pain, Aries, you're getting rid of all of them. Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Every single person that's connected to your pain. All of them. Because it was too, you had to do a lot of work. That's what a lot of people don't understand. I'm talking about even the people who innocently are going back saying, oh yeah, I talked to so-and-so. They're fine. They're this, that, and the other. That's what they don't understand. They may be, sharing a good report and saying, oh yeah, I talked to Aries. Aries was doing great, so on and so forth. And then you got the evils, the evil eyes, the evil leans that's sitting over on the, oh, they're doing good. Okay, well, I guess, because they're still in this space of just evil behavior. They're choosing fear. That's what evil is. Fear, operating in fear, false evidence appearing real. And here they getting to work, trying to send messages through your social media pages, drumming up all kinds of stuff, trying to start rumors. Do not attract that kind of attention to you. Cut it off. Just cut it off. All right. Let's get to your oracle card. So I'm seeing a lot of you all doing extremely, exceptionally well. Why? Because you are controlling you. That's what I love about the fact that, God gives us free will. You are controlling the energy that comes your way by the energy you are putting out. You're not stressed. You're not fearful. You're not in fear. That part of you is dead. Not the false evidence appearing real. And I always use the example, you're not going to stand in a building that's smoking, about to blow up, and just be like, well, I'm not afraid. That's evidence. You got evidence. We talking about false evidence appearing real. Like, just even if you have thoughts that, okay, somebody's thinking about me, somebody's gonna try to reach out to me. Well, you can have a dream, a download, or whatever about something from your past that triggers any low vibration emotion. Then you go out and you take advantage of the elements, the four elements: the air, the ground, the fire, which is the sun, and water. If you live near a body of water, and if you don't, take a spiritual bath, take a spiritual shower, but journal your progress. I'm telling you, Aries, you will find out how far you've come in your journey. Because before it was uncontrolled, but now it is controlled. Yes, I'm not going to completely get rid of that part of myself that used to operate in fear, especially if there's evidence and I need to let that person unleash that blowtorch onto somebody, whether it's through my words or through my actions. If it is actual evidence that is real, but when it's false evidence appearing real, hey, no, I can control that. That's what I'm seeing for you. Journal your progress. Journal it. Journal it. All right, that's what I have for you. Have a fantastic day. But then again, I know you will, because that's the intention you said. Bye.